Do you always say yes even when you want to say no? And do you also feel guilty for prioritizing your own self? Then you might be a people pleaser. I used to be one, therefore, I think I'm the right person to talk about this topic. Watch this video, please, till the end to get to know to stop people pleasing because it hurts. If you're my returning subscriber, you are my MVP. And you know that, right? You're my MVP. And if you're new here, I'm Emiliette. I've been called to motivate, meaning I love to encourage people, I love to inspire people. I also share my own life experience and insights as a foreigner living in Germany. So please do wait to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today, I want us to talk about people pleasing. Why am I talking about this topic? Growing up, we were one of the good girls gang, and good girls never really say no to their parents, to the society, to a lot of people. They don't question things, they don't interrogate. But you know what? I am not going to raise a people pleaser because being a people pleaser has cost me a lot in life, and that is why I'm talking about this topic today. So please do well to watch to the end because I have maturing has taught me that I need boundaries in my life, and I am so happy to share that with you over here. So, how do you know that you might be a people pleaser when you feel ashamed for setting boundaries? You don't have boundaries, you prioritize others, you feel guilty for setting boundaries. You prioritize others always, right? You overextend yourself, you over explain things. You say yes to things when your soul is even screaming no to. You might be a people pleaser. Other people's issues, other people's things come first before you. You fear disappointing others. Other people's opinion matters most to you. You're a people pleaser. You might be a people pleaser if you embody all of these things that I just mentioned. And that is the type of person I used to be. Like, you suppress your own feelings, even in situations that you feel like you were not rightly treated. You suppress your own feelings, you don't speak up because you want to avoid conflict. You are a people pleaser. I'm sorry to say it. I used to be one, so I know actually what I'm talking about. So how can we fix this situation? I know it's not easy to stop being a people pleaser, especially somebody like me that I can say I have the gift of kindness. Like, I have um the gift of kindness. Like, I'm a naturally kind person. But how do we go about this people pleasing thing? Because being a people pleaser has just destroyed a lot of people. Even me talking here, being a people pleaser, have destroyed a lot of very important aspects of my life, of which I have told myself something needs to be done. It doesn't mean I am going to stop being kind or like not um not being closer to people also. However, things will be done, but in a certain way, like with boundaries. With boundaries. So here is one way on how to stop people pleasing, right? You first of all have to recognize it. Like, for example, I am talking here that I used to be a people pleaser, meaning there came a point in time in my life that I realized that I don't, I have to be truthful to myself, right? You can't stop a habit you haven't accepted that you have. So I realized that I was a people pleaser, and that had affected very important aspects of my life. I then changed the strategy. If you ask me to do something for you, for instance, I ask myself, am I accepting? Will I like to do this thing for this person? And if I'm saying yes to it, am I saying yes out of fear? of maybe if the person is my friend, am I saying yes to it out of fear of rejection, fear of judgment, or what? Or am I saying yes to do this thing out of choice? Then I start doing things out of choice. Like if you ask me to do something and I actually say yes to it, it means I'm saying yes to it out of choice, not out of fear, not out of rejection, or not out of the fact that I am just, just talking in order, like just accepting in order to make you feel, to make you feel good, to make you feel comfortable, to prioritize you. I first of all recognize that I was a people pleaser. And then secondly, I do what? I try to see how to stop the habit by asking myself always, if somebody says I should do something for them, am I accepting to do that thing out of fear or out of choice? And it always has to be out of choice. It cannot be out of fear. Because if it's out of fear, it means I'm still a people pleaser. That's one way on how to. The second thing I tried to do in order to stop people pleasing was to start setting boundaries. Setting boundaries teach people how to treat you. How do you do it? Start setting boundaries just small. It's a gradual process, right? If you go to an event, for example, you feel exhausted, you feel tired, instead of staying there until dawn just because you don't want the person who invited you to feel bad. No, if I feel tired at, let me say, 10 p.m., I will just tell you, please, I have to go. Right? I prioritize me. I prioritize my feelings, my energy. I prioritize my peace. And if you, unlike the first example I gave, if you ask me to carry out a particular task and I feel like it's going to maybe clash with my program or anything, I will simply say, no, it's not going to be possible. Or if I know it's going to make me to be inconvenient, I will just gladly say, it's not going to be possible. You start setting boundaries, no matter how small, no matter how small. That's the second way on how to stop people pleasing. Firstly, you recognize it. Secondly, you do what? You start by setting boundaries, no matter how small. So lastly, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You also have to prioritize you. Prioritize your own self-care mentally, physically, and emotionally too. You can't continuously take care of others. There will come a time that you'll be so drained. You will be so drained. So prioritize you too. People pleasing is harsh, especially for us women. We always find ourselves in the situation of my child, my child, my child, my family, my family, my family. It's a good thing. We are not saying it's a good thing. It's a good thing. However, prioritize you too, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and have an amazing time. Bye-bye.